fell out of the tree. He's simply not there.
He's putting into this. This is an incredible performance, but Payet's trying to land back, but Lehane is just making everything.
Hello, I am Paul O'D of Cage Legacy and the MMA Opinion. I am joined on the line today by Lehane of SBG Cork City. Pa fights Leon Hill in a professional featherweight bout at Cage Legacy The Aftermath on April 3rd. Live on pay-per-view. How are you doing today, Pa?
I'm not too bad, Paul. How are you getting on?
I'm very, very good. And yourself?
Not too bad.
Very good. Look, we'll get straight into it. I do want to ask you, I suppose, with these unprecedented times and everything that's going on at the moment with the lockdown, how are you finding training and how has it been getting in a training camp during these times?
It's brilliant, yeah. For a while, we weren't able to train at all. Like we weren't doing much. Like it was kind of more fitness training, you know, on your own and all that. But
yeah,
it's brilliant. The team down here again of elite athletes training together, all going towards one goal again. So it's brilliant, yeah. Loving it.
And it helps, of course, to have a few of your teammates going to be on the card as well, that you can all come in and you can all train together.
Yeah, we actually have a good few on. There's Dylan O'Donovan. He's fighting Gary Rooney. There's the Karate Twins. Watch out for them, boys. They're fucking animals.
Making their amateur debut.
Yeah. We have Abinu Fares. We have a good few, like.
Very good. I do want to ask you, you're talking about the show itself, and I suppose in the context of Irish MMA and the fact that we haven't had a show in Ireland for over a year, how important is it for the future of Irish MMA that this show, Cage Legacy, is going ahead now and in the times that we're in, that they're putting on such a huge show?
Yeah, like you got to fucking fair play to Declan and Darren. Like there's nothing really going on in any sport around the country, barely, bar Cage, fucking Clan Wars.
Yeah,
they're putting on everywhere. Yeah, it's tough putting on a show, and it's a big deal that they are. It lets me and everybody else in the Irish MMA community actually be able to show what they're doing, like show their skills and do what they love to do. So it's brilliant, yeah. Exactly,
and I suppose it motivates you as well to get in and to get a training camp, because it's different to be in training camp and just to be training without a goal to set.
Yeah, exactly. Like when we were going for a year with nothing going on, it's tough. Like I love training. I'll train even if I don't have a fight. I'll train every day. You know, it's just what I love doing. I'd rather do nothing else. But it's better having an end goal. Like having, you know, it's more fun. Like it's more. Of
exciting. Course, yeah. I do want you to tell me a little bit about yourself and your background in MMA. So how you got started in MMA and how it came about that you moved to SBG Cork City and that you're in the position you're in now, turning pro.
Yeah, so I started off in Taekwondo when I was very, very young. And I've been doing that with my family, with my brother and my two sisters. We you know, every child has done Taekwondo or karate at some stage. You know? So we did that for a while. Then I got into boxing with my brother for a bit. He stopped. I kept going. And then there was one summer where the boxing had stopped. Like it stopped for summer or whatever. And I wanted to stay busy. And I had heard. So I decided to just give it a go. And I fucking fell in love with it.
Very good. And these years later, you're turning pro on Cage Legacy. I suppose having not fought last year, it was November 19 the last time we saw you out. How tough has it been? You've touched on it a little bit, but to remain focused and with everything that's going on for yourself to kind of stay in the gym every day and keep training.
It's been easy, to be honest. Like there's nowhere else I'd be. Like I don't do anything else other than train and think about fighting and watching fights, and that's all I do. Like I don't have any other hobbies. I don't really do anything else. So you don't need any extra motivation.
Your opponent Leon Hill is 0-1 now as a pro after competing at Cage Warriors last year. Do you believe there's more pressure on him to pick up a victory in this fight, given that he's lost his pro debut?
I think there's not really. No, I think there's pressure on everybody in a fight. Like it's a fight, you know. You build it up. It's your family are watching, your friends are watching. There's going to be pressure on you no matter if you've won your last one. I don't know. I think not really, because it was a short notice fight. He took it on like a couple of days notice or whatever.
Yeah.
I think this is like his proper debut, you know?
Yeah, you don't put too much into the loss based on the fact that it was kind of the circumstances it came about.
No, not really, no.
Yeah. And I suppose yourself and Leon you were in the same circles in the amateur scene. You kind of navigated around each other for a few years now without competing. Do you believe this is a fitting matchup for your pro debut to be getting in there with Leon and someone that you've you've been around that scene with for so long now?
Well, to be honest, featherweight is the weight I'm going to go for pro. Like, it's my amateur career. I was always the kind of fatter fella. Like, I never really took my my diet that seriously or my strength and conditioning that seriously. But
yeah,
so featherweight way to go for me. But this fight came up and I wanted to fight. I wanted to go pro. I didn't want to spend another year, maybe going to the IMAFs, or I just wanted to make the leap to pro. And that's there. It's a fight I think I'll definitely win. So yeah, I said why not, like.
Yeah, very good. For the Cage Legacy fans who aren't familiar with you, can you tell us something that maybe we don't know about Pat Leach Lehane?
There's not much to me besides MMA. I'm a dropped out of school. I dropped out of school. I dropped out of college.
All MMA.
That's it. All MMA. I don't really have anything else going on. That's about it.
No problem at all. And what can we expect on April 3rd? And why, I suppose, the question for the Cage Legacy fans, why should we tune in on April 3rd?
It's not, well, my fight obviously is going to be very, very exciting, but just the card in general, like not having any MMA on for a long time, it's going to be very, very exciting. But my fight, I cannot wait. Oh, I'm going to throw knees to the head, elbows.
Yeah.
Can't wait. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good fight. Very
good. And of course, you have that different rule set now. And I'm assuming this is something you've been practicing for over a year now, just to get used to the new adaptation of the rules. Are you excited to get in there and use knees and elbows and use your full kind of array of skills?
Yeah, it's not like I'm going to go out looking to elbow him or to flying knee him in the face. It's just something that I'm allowed to do now that I wasn't allowed to do before, So if I see it, it's there, but
yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to look. It's just it's funner, like smaller gloves as well,
Yeah. I just before we let you go, and I appreciate you massively coming on, you might tell us where we can find you on social media, and I suppose if there's anyone you want to give a shout out to, who you want to give a shout out to.
Yeah, I have. So my Instagram is Pat Lehane, Facebook is Patrick Lehane or Pat Lehane MMA. I have a lot of sponsors. My sponsors have been brilliant this camp. It actually made me, because of them, I'm able to train full time and not really worry about, money. I have enough money to kind of keep me going. And because of them, I'm very thankful for all of them.
So do you want to give them a shout out?
Yeah, I got a BOA Fitness. They're looking after all my strength and conditioning and all my diet and everything. I got Trigger Point Therapy. They're looking after all my massages and recovery and everything like that. I got Trident Dink. One of the boys, he actually is in the gym. He has a tattoo studio in the gym.
Very good.
I have API Clinics with an S, if Jimmy's listening. Blizzard Sports. I've been sponsored by Blizzard for a long time.
Yeah.
They've always been around. I've been wearing their gear for a long time. So thanks to Cash Jam. Safe Water Engineering. They've come on massively this camp. So I'm very, very, very grateful for it.
Very, very good. And for those of you who are looking to tune in, go to Paz socials and you can find the pay-per-view links. He is fighting Leon Hill.
Boys, if you're listening, don't buy my pay-per-view links. I hit my quota. Go to my teammates' pages and buy their links because we have to hit a certain amount of numbers. So I've hit mine. So go to their pages and buy it off them.
Perfect. Or go to the SPG pages. You'll find all the pay-per-view links there. Pat Lehane fights Leon Hill in a professional lightweight bout at Cage Legacy the Aftermath on April 3rd, live on pay-per-view. Best of skills, Pat.
Nice one. Thanks.
Thank you.
He's got and thrown back more out of range, fellas.
The work rate from Pat Lehane, he's